Long before the drones flew over the renovated building, before the ribbon cutting, and even before the models took shape, there was a woman who saw a need.
And my relationship started with Hugh Spalding almost 55 years ago when I was born there.
Years later, Lavette Russell returned to the downtown pediatric hospital with her two sons.
The doctors and the staff were exceptional. However, the building itself, I was so disappointed in it.
After Children's Healthcare of Atlanta assumed management of the hospital in 2006, Lavette volunteered to chair a $2.7 million expansion campaign.
When I think about Lavette's amazing contribution, it's so much more than just the financial contribution, but what it means for this community.
Today, Lavette is being recognized alongside other philanthropic leaders in Atlanta's African-American community at a new exhibit inside the Auburn Avenue Research Library.
African-American philanthropy in aggregate is growing faster than the aggregate of African-American wealth and income. It says to me that in our community that we give because of the hope that it brings, not just to the people that we're giving to, but the hope and inspiration that it brings to those of us who are actually giving.
The Soul of Philanthropy exhibit celebrates the long-standing traditions of giving time, talent, and treasure to better our communities. For Lavette, time is more precious than ever.
The walls of my lungs are getting thicker and thicker, which means it will become much more difficult for me to breathe.
Doctors have diagnosed her with two rare autoimmune conditions, leaving Lavette in need of a double lung transplant.
I open up my eyes in the morning. A, I'm glad that I did. And B, I am happy to get out and about doing things that make a really, really big difference. I try real hard not to waste my time.
Today, Lavette's name sits over the doorways at the Hugh Spalding Emergency Room, greeting every family that walks through the doors.
If I left tomorrow, I feel real good about the legacy and the impact that I'm leaving behind.
And at the top of that list, above any accolade, are her two sons, passing on the deep-rooted tradition of philanthropy in Atlanta.
I have been blessed to be among all kinds of people that come together and really work hard. I think that Atlanta really is a city that is too busy to hate. And I love the fact that when I look out on it, I say to myself, we are growing in the right kind of way, and hopefully I've made just a little dent in making sure that that continues.